Hello, my Buckeye Nation out there. Welcome to another segment of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel show. I am Buckeye Vinny. Took me a couple days, my friends, to get over that terrible loss to the team up north, but it is what it is. I'm just going to go over with this video for me to break this down to all the Buckeye fans or non-Buckeye fans about what actually happened to our Buckeyes this past Saturday. Losing to Michigan 45-23. Now, when you stop and look at this game, this was a game that, as a Buckeye fan, the biggest game of the year. Without a doubt in college football, it is the biggest rivalry in all of college football. I will argue that with anybody. And when I broke this down, I'm looking in the first half and seeing that it was a good old-fashioned two heavyweights slugging it out. Buckeyes received the kickoff and went straight downfield, and on their first possession, scored a touchdown. They looked phenomenal. All my buddies I talked to were saying right there, game over. Maybe we jumped the gun, obviously, too quick. But nonetheless, I thought C.J. Stroud played a very good first half. And just like the Buckeyes did, the Buckeyes played a very good first half. So when you look, you got the Buckeyes that were winning this game in the first half, 20-17. Again, it was punch thrown by the Buckeyes first. Michigan came back with their punch, and it was back and forth. Michigan finally took the lead in the first half, 17-13. But right before half, CJ hooked up on a strike to Marvin Harrison Jr. right before half to give us the lead, 20-17. So I'm thinking, okay, so 20-17, we put up 20 points in the first half. Normally the Buckeyes, without a doubt, I'm sure all Buckeye Nation will agree, that the Buckeyes are a second half team. So I'm going in at halftime thinking to myself, I feel pretty good. We're beating the team up north in the shoe at home. We're undefeated. We're ranked second. What more could go wrong? We're winning this game. I'm assuming Coach Day is going to adjust his game plan in the second half. That's what good coaches do. And I'm assuming the defensive coordinator, Jim Knowles, will adjust and tweak a little bit his defense. So I'm assuming second half, we put up 20 in the first. I'm assuming 20-some in the second. Buckeyes average 47 points a game. So as I'm doing the math, I'm thinking, okay, not the case. Second half, we get outscored by the team up north 28-3. Are you kidding me? The most we can muster up in the second half is a Ruggles field goal. That's it. Let me run over some stats here, my friends, Buckeye Nation. Michigan outgained us another game that the Buckeyes were outgained. Michigan 530 yards total offense, Buckeyes 492. Rushing yards. Now, this jumped out at me. At one point in the first half, the stat that came across the screen when I watched this was the Buckeyes had something like 80-some yards rushing, and Michigan had 1 yard. 1 yard rushing. I thought our O-line did a phenomenal job in the first half, and I thought our defensive line did a very good job in the first half. That's what led to us leading at half 20-17. But let me finish. Rushing yards, Michigan 252. Buckeyes 143. Third down conversions, Michigan 7 out of 16. Not bad. Buckeyes 5 out of 16. Horrible. 31%. Total plays totally jumped out at me. Buckeyes ran 77 total plays to Michigan's 60. Normally, my friends, the team that runs the more plays wins the game. Not in this case. Penalties, Michigan, very disciplined. 5 penalties, 30 yards. Buckeyes, 9 penalties for 91 yards. And average play, Michigan, average yards per play, 8.8. Almost 9 yards a play to the Buckeyes, 6.4. So, my friends, obviously, it was a tale of two halves. First half, I thought Ryan Day coached a pretty good first half. DeMonte Traynham, this is a young man that only had 1 carry throughout the whole season. And he ended up with something like 14 carries for 83 yards. He played very well for us. He truly did. Talk about heart and soul of a player. He did very well. Well, let's not forget, as the second half started, Michigan quickly jumped back out in front, 24-20. And at that point is when fear started to set in with Coach Ryan Day. Now, I'm sorry, that's just the way I seen it. All of a sudden, he got away from Traynham, who did a phenomenal job. He ran strong, he ran hard, very quick, 6'2", 230, and he hit the holes very quick. But for some reason, Coach Day wanted to abandon the running game and all of a sudden wanted to start passing. You don't think Michigan knew that we were going to pass every single play? This is what bothered me, my friend. So I'm watching this game and I'm seeing on 3rd and 1 where we needed a first down. Now, don't forget, we're trailing in this game. We needed a first down to keep the drive alive and give us 4 more downs again. But on 3rd and 1, Coach Day elected to pass. Now, everyone knows me. I'm a straight shooter. I will praise the Buckeyes when they do well, and when they do not do well, I will also express my opinion. So why in the world are we passing on 3rd and 1? Get the damn first down and then start another set of plays. This is where, without a doubt, I felt that Coach Day was outcoached, I hate to say it, by Jim Harbaugh for now the 2nd year in a row. My friends, why this game was so hard to swallow for me compared to last year was last year we already went into the big house already with a loss. Okay, we all remember getting beat by Oregon Ducks. They came into the shoe and knocked us off 35-28. And we were an exceptional young team last year. So why this hurt was we had many players coming back and we're in the shoe. We don't lose many games in the shoe, my friends, but we did. Another reason why this game bothered me was I just mentioned how good coaches will adjust. And if it's broke, we need to fix it. It's not as if the Buckeyes were up 35-0 at half. At that point, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But it was a little broke. We have a defensive coordinator who I do like. I'm not going to start hammering Coach Knowles. He's a very good defensive coordinator. And he has improved, for the most part, our defense. But Coach Knowles, throughout the whole season as the defensive coordinator for the Buckeyes, the whole year has been running a zone defense. And for the most part, we only gave up average of around 15 to 16 points a game. Not bad. All of a sudden, he decided to get a little cute and want to go with straight up man with our safeties and corners. Well, by him doing that and wanting to play a chess match with Michigan's coaches, it hurt us. I'm an old-fashioned type player. And coach, if it's not broke, don't fix it. He elected again to want to change it up, and what hurt us drastically was our secondary, our corners, and our safeties. I'm just going to be honest. You know, I played 8th grade football, and the first thing our coaches taught us, and I was safety, was look back. When that ball is being thrown and you're the corner guarding the receiver, or you're the safety guarding the receiver, look back. You play the ball, not the man. And what don't these defensive backs understand? And constantly getting flagged for pass interference. Now, if I seen that, you would think Coach Knowles would have seen that. I'm just going to be honest with you, folks. The secondary hurt us badly. Okay? What also hurt us badly was in one game, the Buckeyes gave up 5 plays of 45 yards or more, and all of those 5 plays went for touchdowns. Case closed. This is a big reason why the Buckeyes lost again to the team up north in the shoe. Now, some say that the Buckeyes still have a slim shot. Now, obviously, by losing that game, they bumped us from 2 at the time to now number 5. So right now, we're sitting out of the playoffs. We have to hope for Utah coming up this Friday night. So all Buckeye fans right now are going to be Utah fans. We have to hope for Utah to knock off USC. If this happens, USC would have their second loss of the season. USC suffered an early loss this year. That's right. That's to the team that they will be playing Friday night. Utah defeated earlier this year USC by 1 point. So here's the question, my friends. Do you think Ohio State deserves to be in the playoffs after getting trounced at home by 3 touchdowns to a big arch rival like the Michigan Wolverines? I don't know. You know, all year long, I always seen Coach Day coach very aggressive. And as a fan, you like to see that. For some reason, this past Saturday, against the team up north, he did not coach aggressive. He was very hesitant, almost to the point of very nervous. And for me, when it was 4th and 3, and we all remember that, and we're trailing, and CJ did complete some passes in a row, and Coach Day elected to want to punt. Now, earlier this year, Coach Day was going on 4th and 5, 4th and 6, and they were successfully getting the 4th down plays. Now, personally, I thought it was horrible clock management by the Ohio State Buckeyes. Horrible. And, you know, when you only have 7, 8 minutes left in the game and you're trailing, and you decide you want to punt, not good. Again, I've never seen a team so undisciplined like the Buckeyes. And I will not mention his name out of respect because he's a college student / player. But when our tight end decides to dramatically headbutt the Michigan player out of bounds with the ref right there. I'm sorry, that was a thug move, and it was just stupid. Stupid. This is what I'm getting at. And I'm sorry, but who gets the blame to a point? It has to be Coach Day. You know, as a coach, you take, when you're doing well, you're the hero. And when you're doing not so well, that's part of coaching. And for me, if I was still the coach, if I was Ryan Day, that kid would have been running the stands as we speak right now. Because of that stupid play of wanting to headbutt the Michigan Wolverine player. And if you remember, it was a 15-yard penalty, and the Buckeyes were driving on that series. Until the tight end for the Buckeyes wanted to headbutt the Michigan Wolverine player. Stupid plays. And that's what cost us. Defensive back, letting guys get behind you. You're taught that in 8th grade. You look back, you play the ball, not the man, and you keep everybody in front. How hard is that? You let no one get behind you. But that's all the secondary did, was let the players get behind them. You know, I'm just calling this the tale of two halves. How great the Buckeyes looked, for the most part, in the first half, and a lead. And you got to remember, this is an important stat. Coach Day is 37-2 when leading at half since he's been our head coach for the Ohio State Buckeyes. 37-2. His two losses, well, one was to Clemson in that 2019 season, and the other one this past Saturday. So, my friends, if you're hoping that the Buckeyes can get a second chance at Michigan, you know I'm hoping for that. But we got to improve. No doubt about it. We have to improve, Buckeye Nation. And I'm sure we all know that. Now, a lot of Buckeye Nation fans are calling for Coach Ryan Day's job. I wouldn't go to that extent, okay? Coach Day, so far in the 3 years of facing Michigan, we all know in 2019 we defeated Michigan. 2020, Harbaugh canceled on us. We all know 2021, Michigan beat us, and not a big secret, Michigan beat us again. Just a little stat out there before you start calling for Coach Day's job. Our most winningest coach, legendary Woody Hayes, his last 3 years as the Buckeyes head coach, 1976, 1977, and 1978, lost three games in a row against the team up north. Something to think about. So, my friends, again, we want to make the playoffs. We have to hope that Utah can knock off USC. That would put USC at 2 losses. Would the Buckeyes get in? Maybe. My friends, if you enjoyed this video, please by all means click on the like button. If you are new to my channel, checking me out for the first time, I'm Buckeye Vinny. Please click the subscribe button. And like always, please comment down below. I want to read your comments about this video and how you felt about the Buckeyes and Coach Day. Like always, peace out. God bless. Keep the faith. Go Utah. There's still a chance. Buckeye Vinny's out of here.